For our next activity, activity 5, this is going to be on interactive word walls. Interactive word walls can be used in all levels of the science classroom. What we're going to do here is your facilitator is going to hand you an article. This article is called Interactive Word Walls, and the author is Dr. Julie Jackson. Dr. Julie Jackson is a local educator. She works with Texas Tech, and she is the brain behind Interactive Word Walls. What you are going to do is you are going to, in your table, break up the article into sections. There are approximately 6 that you have to select from. Each member at your table will be assigned a different section. You will read that section and then share back out to the group what you learned. I highly recommend you do this in a sequential order. That way it makes sense when you're trying to put together the process of using an interactive word wall. In your mini ISN, you're going to record your ideas and any thoughts or brainstorming that you might have on the left-hand side of your notebook. Record these ideas and continue to make connections once you start sharing out to discuss. Facilitators, you can stop the video here, hand out the article, and begin. Now it's your turn to reflect. You can do this also on the left-hand side of your mini ISN. What are some ideas that you learned from the article? What are some questions that you might have? How can you use interactive word walls in your classroom to help students connect to science vocabulary? And an additional idea might be, what are some challenges that you might face? And what are some solutions that you could use to bring to the classroom? Go ahead and take a couple of minutes, pause the video here, and just do some professional reflection. So now we're going to create an interactive word wall. Your facilitator should be handing you a baggie that is full of words. Step 1, you'll need to organize all of the words into categories. Step 2, once you've created those categories, you will discuss in whole group what those categories might be and come to a consensus of what the best choices would be. Step 3, you're going to select a word from the words that you have in front of you, and then step 4, select a picture. Your facilitator should also hand you a sentence strip. Should be about 6 inches in length. On that sentence strip, you're going to use the I claim statement that you see on the screen. I claim what your word is, or what the category is, because, and your reasoning behind it. On that sentence strip, you will also attach the picture that you felt best represented the word of choice. This is to help students, and right now you, make connections with words and also put a visual with it to help them remember the meaning of that word. Go ahead and pause the video here. Your facilitator should have a chart paper up in front of the room, and once you have the categories discussed and have come to a consensus, he or she will include those categories at the top, and you will attach your words with the picture and your claim to each side of that chart to identify what the category, what areas that you feel your word is going to go in. Go ahead and pause the video here and begin. Here are some great examples of word walls that are from classrooms like yours. As you can see, these are student created, and the teacher had very little to do with the interaction of placing the words. These are all student choice and things maybe they brought from home, things they found in magazines. If you look here, the teacher has also, here the teacher posted the TEKS that's being covered, and this is a magnetic word wall. So the teacher can also take things down and create new word walls with new words each time they change a TEKS or a unit. These are objects that the students brought from home. This teacher is addressing rolling, spinning, and sliding. And this one is very simple, but it does do the trick. It allows the teacher to have a mental picture from the students of what their understanding of the content is. Here, this is directional, but still lets the teacher know, do the students really understand the vocabulary he or she is presenting? This is the end of Activity 5. If you would like to have a brief discussion on interactive word walls and any further concerns that you might have, you can go ahead and do that now and then proceed to the final activity, Activity 6. Thanks.